Hi everyone, so this will be game 4 of the day, the random setup day, day 9. I've had 2 wins, 1 loss, so that's good, we're going ahead. Bronze Colonel here. I've sort of had bad luck, not really getting anywhere. I was up to Major and back down again now. So yeah, I wanted to do a total, again, random set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ultimate random on this one, just do a fill the blanks. The only rule I'm going to set myself is if my flag is totally exposed on the first lanes to a scout, then I'm going to change it. So let's see what we come up with. Right, well, it's not technically exposed straight away, so let's go for it. Let's try and see what we can do. I'm in an absolute nightmarish position with my marshal. Look, my general down here, my spy down here. Oh my goodness, I haven't really got much defense on my flag. So I mean, I'm a little bit concerned. I'd rather not have the flag in the top row, if I'm honest. So I'm going to go for another fill the blanks. Actually, let's remove all first. Fill the blanks again. Oh wow, it's giving me an even worse one this time. So I just, as long as I don't have my flag, okay. So I can settle for this one. And you know, at the end of the day, it is a fill the blanks. So okay, guys. So I'm going to go for this one. Let's see what we can do. I really don't like having my big guns out like this, so they're getting covered straight away. I've got a non-bombed in flag, so that's a concern. My spy and my general way apart. This is going to be a bit of a mission just to get things in order, in some sort of position that I'm happy with. I've got a bombed in area down here, so I've got no routes across. I think all of these technically are going to be sacrificial lands for information for me, because well, it's a weird one. I don't want to sort of move them all out, get them all taken out, so that this is ultimately revealed that I'm all bombed in, because then that gives them the opportunity of working out all my bombs before they're effective. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, this is going to be a huge challenge. Wouldn't like to say that I'm going to win this one, but it will certainly be a satisfying win if I do. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. You know, once this game is complete, one way or the other, what you thought about it, and if you enjoyed it, gives it a thumbs up. You know, if you like the fact that I'm challenging myself and doing new stuff on there, then let me know. I think, yeah, what I'll do is I'll probably once a week do a day with random setups, and then that way there's always that little bit of variety available, a little bit of fun, a little bit of a challenge, and then in all the other games I may just carry on evolving my other setup that I've been using up till now. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the content of the channel, and that there's going to be some variety, and please like, comment and subscribe. As I say, it's greatly appreciated. I'm still getting to grips with the channel. I only been started it a little while ago, and I'm obviously a low-level bronze player as well. So you may not all be learning stuff, but hopefully you're entertained one way or the other. My favourite game so far is game 15. If you haven't checked that one out, I highly recommend that. It was the first flag capture that I ever caught on film. So and it was a really nice one. It's really spectacular. I had a scout on my back row, but I won't spoil it too much. Go ahead and watch game 15 and even game 16. Those 2 games for that day, I was able to get 2 flag captures there, 15 and 16 game. I think they're on day 5, but don't quote me on that. They're all numbered in order, so if you just track down game 15 and 16. But yeah, they're all worth a quick watch, you know, and hopefully, like I say, you'll get entertainment out of them all. I've got a habit of making careless mistakes, so if nothing else, you'll be able to scratch your head and shout at the screen at how stupid I was. But that's fine, you know, like I say, as long as you're entertained one way or the other, then that's fine by me. That's what it's all about. Just want to share my gameplay and the commentary. I've seen other people on YouTube doing it, and it's something I enjoyed doing when I wanted a bit of downtime, didn't fancy playing, and wanted to try and learn some new tactics. So yeah, hopefully there's people out there that are benefiting from this and are enjoying my style of gameplay and commentary. And I will be improving the channel as I go along, and I'll be constantly updating it with content. So yeah, please subscribe and you can follow in on the action and how I'm evolving with both the channel and my gameplay. A long time ago I did reach gold level, which I've mentioned on a couple of my videos, but if you've watched my videos you may find that hard to believe because I've been on a really bad losing streak, and you know, I'm not always 100% focused, I guess I have to be honest with myself, and I could have had a bit of luck when I was on that run previously as well, which played a part. But yeah, I'm aiming to get back there, hoping to get back there. So let's see, follow me on the journey and see if I can do it. I mean, I've still got to get to silver at this point, so just the journey to there is going to be interesting. So we've got a guy, someone that's taking the time here, getting a bit concerned when they go this long that they're not going to play. So hoping that this is not a wasted video for you guys, and after their setup time completes that they'll actually play. Otherwise it's more than likely I'm going to scrap this video because there's no point in you guys watching the clock run down. So let's see, we're going to go in here now, let's see if he's actually going to play. So it's my go first. So the first thing I'm looking to do is to cover my marshal here, because I don't really want that to be revealed in the first move with a scout. Okay, so that's handy then. He hasn't done that. So alright, well, it looks like I'm a little bit forced with my colonel. I don't want to necessarily do that. I want to try and get my spy up in a better spot in case they are a blitzer. If they're coming in now with a marshal and everything, then you know, I want to get my spy in a better spot for that. Alright, so let me do that then. Let me go this way with my colonel, and then at least try to shuffle my spy along. Ah, that's handy then. It was just a lieutenant there, so that's good. I can maybe now survive a little bit longer, and then yeah, like I say, I'm just going to get this spy up here, because I like to have the spy in a position where she can be effective quick, and also cover me quick if needs be. So alright then, I'm going to go ahead then and just press up with this lieutenant. I could do with, as I say, covering my general as well actually. That should have been my next move. Now I'm going to be forced here to reveal my marshal, so that's a little bit of a shame. Well, I'm not forced to, but if he's going to attack then it will come out. So let's see, I'm just going to leave it there for the time being. Try and shuffle my colonel over. I may do the same again and just start covering it again now then with the scout. I'm going to get a captain up there. I mean, realistically I'd like to get this marshal right out the way because I don't want to reveal it too early. So let's see, this setup's really going to push me to the limits, I think, because I'm already sort of facing a bit of a battle of my own without being threatened by the opponent. So let's go ahead and see. Who's got something coming in on my major down there. I've got a feeling this is going to be a captain, so I'm going to go ahead and attack this here. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a feeling that was a captain. Now it's really unfortunate that this fill the blanks here has done this to me. So you know, I am faced with a bit of certain disaster, but I may be able to bluff him here. I may be able to pull back here now, and then hopefully he won't come any further, and then what I may be able to do is just go ahead here and sort of bluff him out, well, temporarily bluff him out. And what's happened here, I hope my computer hasn't decided to lag. I'm uploading a video at the moment, so I think sometimes when I'm uploading and recording, we can face that problem, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. So yeah, I'm just going to cover my marshal then with the scout here, and then move the captain along as well. I may start bringing actually that colonel back round there, to be honest, because I know that there's a major there. So the colonel is probably going to be better off this side. But I just wanted to sort of shuffle him around so that I could get this spy out and make way for this captain first, because I've got another colonel there, you see, so I don't need to worry about this one. I can use this one to maybe get this major. So let's see. You know, I'm faced with a little bit of a disaster over here, because if that is something that's coming in, you know, I've got no choice, unfortunately, with that one. So okay, I'm going to go ahead then with these two sergeants. Ah, no, he's tried to bluff me out there. He just wanted to see what that was. So that's fine then, I can just take that. What I may then do, yeah, as I say, is just start going ahead with this now up here, because I'm going to have to sacrifice these. Ah, now that is very interesting. All right then. Well, if his marshal is there, then that means I've got a little bit of free reign over this side. So all right then, let me go in with the captain then. I'm just behind these two sergeants. I'm just going to move my general aside, and then I mean, if he's going to be crazy here and attack this, and what can I do? You know, I'm going to have to take an exchange. But I've got a feeling then, yeah, he's probably got a colonel coming in here. So let's see, let's put a bit of threat on it just to see. Ah, so okay, so that's his marshal, his general. Alright, well, I'm just going to have to sort of play a bit of a waiting game on him here. See if I can lure him in here. And try and bluff him with my last attempt down here, which is this miner. That may be my only chance to do something to stop him. But you know, let's face it, it's highly unlikely. So I really need to press now then, all the way up this side now, and be effective with my general as quick as possible round this end. My mind, I do hope he's not bombed in here, because then I've only got this. Ah, look at this, it looks like he could well be. So look, luckily this fill the blanks here has given me a miner in a reasonable position down here, otherwise I would have really been stuck. So let's see then, if I can get this miner up there and round as quick as possible, get me in on this side. He's got two bombs there. You know, he's moving back with that marshal, so I think he's looking now obviously to be aware of some cover probably. But I'm going to go ahead because I know his general's here. Ah, now he's coming over this way with it, is he? Okay then, well, if he wants to do that, I can start sort of coming in with a colonel. No, I don't want to. Yeah, you see, he may potentially now be looking to sort of come in from a scout on this here. So I'm just going to do this, get this out of the way here, and then perhaps bring the colonel there. That way, if he wants to come back with the marshal later, then he can do, and I'll try and drag him round past my spy here. But I need to now get up there with this miner as sharpish as possible. Yeah, so he's probably going to be looking to come in then to get that captain. So I'm just going to move my colonel up to cover that. Yeah, so okay then. So he's seen that colonel, and he's probably going to look to come back for that. So all right, let me get in there now then. Carry on with this miner to go in on this side, and then I can go in with the general. I've got a bit of a route round with the general already in place. I'm going to go in with the captain first, so then that will be taken at some point, no doubt. Okay, so that's his major just moving back now. We're going to get this bomb out of the way. See what he's got here. Okay, So then we press ahead again now with the captain, get this out of the way. If he wants to come over with his marshal, yeah, no, he's coming over with his marshal because he's going to essentially be looking to snag that captain. So I'm just going to pull out a little bit and force him this way. Yeah, you see, he knows now that he's got that snagged in, so that's all right. I mean, I'm going to have to sacrifice that captain to achieve what I want to achieve. It's not a big deal for me, and he may even now come down again just to see. If he does, then that's ideal for me, because I can then hopefully move him along again. So let's see now then. I'm going to try and go in up with my general. I mean, I can even go all the way with my colonels, really wreak some damage down here. We're going to see. I wonder if he's got a spy here. Okay, so he's got a colonel, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is just see then. I'm just going to pretend here that I've got the general already in place, and let's see if he's going to move out of the way, and he may lure me onto the spy. Or at least what I can do is just clear the route out a little bit, see what he's going to do. Because I mean, he may feel that it's the general. And we know that that's a colonel as well. No, this is a major there. So okay, so we've got a colonel out of the way there. So what I can do then is just sort of start moving up with this colonel, with this colonel. I won't go up there with the general. Ah, okay, so there you go. So he's tested the water there now. So that's flushed out one of his scouts. So I think, yeah, what I'll do then is I'll so okay, let me be careful here. Then he moved yeah, he moved with the colonel there. We've got a major here, we've got his marshal here, general here. So let me see now. Let me, yeah, I don't want to move this scout here, because then that's going to stop my escape route from my colonel there. So what I may do then is just, yeah, I don't know why this is moving slowly at the moment. Yeah, I didn't want to move that scout that way, because he would have blocked my route there. So let me just see what we got here. Okay, so we've got a bomb there. So okay, so yeah, we did have bombs here, didn't we? We had 1, 2, 3 bombs then, and now we've got something coming there. So let me see. Is it going to be? I doubt very much that that's another colonel, but I'm prepared to go up there and sort of have a go at it, because if it is another colonel, then now this could be another colonel coming in. Okay, so it's another scout, right? So okay, so what I'm going to do then is bring this lieutenant up now then, and start to try and sort of go behind these bombs and see what we got. Because I mean, if you had 1, 2, 3 bombs, okay, so that's his major. This is a colonel. This is a general. This is his marshal. So yeah, I don't want to go in too gung ho, because you know, if these are bombs all the way round, then I'm going to need to get a miner back over there as well, just in case. So I better start shuffling this miner along as well, because all my miner, I've got a miner stranded over that side. And okay, what was this here? This is the kernel, wasn't it? I believe, coming back here now. So let me see. Yeah, I think, yeah, what I'll do then is I'll just see what he's going to do. If he is going to come up there that way, then I will start moving with my general. But we can sort of fake out the general here by going in with this lieutenant a little bit. Now, I do know that that's his marshal, and I know that this is a major. So if he does start to go back, what I'll do is I'll move up to try and snag that. Now he's moving probably with lower end pieces here, so I'm just going to go ahead with the colonel, and we're going to aim to get those. Now, I do really need to press on with a minor so that I can just get on with what's going on down there. Alright, so now he's moving back with a marshal again. We've got his colonel here, we've got a major here. So I'm just going to move this colonel back out now. Let him have a think about that. And yeah, he's now moving back there. So okay then, so let me see. I'm going to go in then with the colonel here. And then he's got a colonel coming in there. What I can do then is, yeah, if I let me see here. Yeah, I want to try and get the general up to cause the main part of the damage, which is going to be these two pieces. If he wants to sort of come in, I'm just going to bring this lieutenant back then, so that if he starts coming now then with the colonel, I've got my position with the general. Let's see. He may be expecting me to sort of go in there and attack, but that's fine if he wants to do this, because now you know, I could potentially sort of chase him down there. I do want to get this minor up here, because we may be playing a waiting game if he sort of don't want to do it. If he doesn't want to sort of do the attack and take the initiative, then that's what I may be faced with. So okay, so we've got the marshal here, we've got a major here, we've got a general here, we've got a colonel here. So now he's moving down there. He has still got some scouts, which are a little bit of a concern. And what I do then is I'm just going to sort of plan a little bit of a route out of here, because obviously once I sort of come in here now, he could come back round with the marshal when I try and go for this colonel. So yeah, realistically I think I just need to be a bit patient. Obviously because of this setup, guys, you know, I'm really shuffling and having to do a bit of work to get anywhere. Now I need to be careful, because he could be coming in with a scout here on this marshal again, which will be something I'd like to avoid if I can avoid revealing that. So let me see here. I think here what I may do is just move the spy along then, get it along in a better position, so that when I need to do my route out, I don't need to go so far. But if I can get that colonel, that would be ideal. We've got it sort of isolated here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a spy, because once I did sort of come round here, then there was an attack launch. So we've had 1, 2, 3 bombs revealed. I must say it's going to be a complex situation to sort of get round, I think, here. the fact that my bombs have all sort of got me trapped in this way have left it very awkward for me, because I can't sort of really get along my front line. But looks like this guy may be taking a bit of time now. He may not be up for the fight. I mean, I haven't had much choice but to sort of shuffle around a little bit, because okay, so he's now coming in here. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead then with this colonel to cover my marshal again. He may decide to come down. Yeah, he's going to come down then straight away. So I'm going to have to take it easy. Now he's looking to sort of press with this piece here. So I don't want to particularly reveal this marshal if I can help it, for a low piece, you know. So okay, what I'll do then is I'm going to move it back then, because I've got a feeling that this is just a low piece, you know. He wanted to probably establish whether this was a bomb or not. So okay, so that's fine. So I'm just going to move my colonel there then. He doesn't know whether this is my spy or not. It's given me an opportunity now, as soon as I want, to sort of come in with a general round here now. I might sort of get my colonel a little bit out of the way, so that he's got a route as well. But it's a tight one here now, because I'm not sure if this is the major coming back in or not, but he hasn't decided to attack, so I've got a feeling it's a lower piece. Obviously he wouldn't attack anyway, because he does know this is a colonel, but what I mean is if I've lost track of that major, then right, so I'm just going to go ahead here. Yeah, I did want to get this minor up there though, so that then that way I can sort of go around that side. What I can do then is I can get the minor up here and then sort of cover him with the general. There's a bit of shuffling around to do to get this minor in place, but hopefully it'll be worth it for me. So let me see here now. I think that really needs to be my plan of action for the short term at least, because we've got a bit of a kind of impasse down here now where he's got to decide sort of what he wants to do, and what I can do here is sort of see what type of player he is. I mean, I may even sort of bluff with my spy and just try and really threaten on his marshal at some point. So let's see. Now I hope I haven't lost track of his generals still sitting pretty over here. Because he could be coming in with, if he is coming in with his general, then I'm going to nab it obviously behind this colonel, but I think it could be coming in for an exchange here then. So let me see here. What's he going to do here? You see, I've got a feeling that this was the marshal was here, in which case that must be just an exchange that he's coming in with there. So let's see. I'm going to go for these bombs down here anyway. There's a large amount of bombs there, now I just want to be able to sort of cover myself here, because I don't want to reveal this general unnecessarily. He's got his colonel just here, so I want to try and sort of go round if I can do, with a lower piece, just to test the water all behind here. We know we got a sergeant now here, so I'm just going to go ahead with this lieutenant behind here. I'm hoping there's not going to be another bomb, but we shall see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead with that first then, to just get behind there. Okay, so he's gone in for an exchange there then. So, okay, so let me see now. If I move ahead then with this lieutenant, I'm just going to sort of cover it again. This was the marshal, as far as I'm aware. So I need to be cautious there. Perhaps give myself a route out with this marshal. Okay, now let me press ahead as planned and see what we're going to do here. I could do with getting another kind of piece up here, to be honest, just so that it's a little bit covered. I'm got to be careful as well, I don't lose track. There's the colonel there. The general we're okay with. So let's see if we're faced with another bomb down here. Let's see. Ah, okay, so we've got a captain there. So, alright, well I know that this is not the colonel as far as I can remember. Ah, it is the colonel, right, okay. So, alright, well, now we've traded on the colonels. I'm going to go in then with the general now, and try and clear this out. It's probably not ideal. In fact, I should probably go up there with the major first, but it's left me a little bit frustrated here. Because I should have been able to get that colonel. I did lose track of that colonel, I believe, unless it, well, I think there's another one here, to be honest. It's not been an ideal situation for me. I'm not even sure, yeah, it looks as though the flag isn't even around here. So what I'm going to do then is just look to clear this out if possible. Anything that moves down here, I'm going to try and snag. I'm going to try and pin that captain if nothing else. We've got a bit of an escape route out. And let's see what we can achieve. So go ahead with this major. Okay, now I must say I've lost track of this marshal as well now. I think this one obviously must be the marshal. So we found 4 bombs essentially. We've got one here, we found 2, 3. This was a captain behind here. I'm going to go ahead then with the major and just try and wreak some damage, because now we know that this one was the major here. That was actually a bit of a misclick on my part, but I'm going to go ahead then and try and see here if we can get this captain just out of the way. And I'm prepared to sort of sacrifice this major, because you know, I need to find out some information. Now, okay, I'm going to go ahead then and just start attacking these squares, because he had so many bombs around this way that you know, fair enough. If he's got more bombs that way, then I'll have to take it on the chin. Okay, so now I feel that this is the marshal coming in. So let's see, is he going to go this way or this way? Yeah, now he's protecting that one, so that's interesting. and we're going to cause some damage down here. Okay, so I mean, I've got to be careful. He could have one more bomb in place down there, so what I may do is then, okay, so he's coming up here then. I'm not sure I want to attack it. So okay, let me think here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if he's got a pin, okay, so I'm going to take the risk here, because if he's got a pin in place, then we're going to find that out. Okay, so right, now we've got an exchange. So yeah, we did a fair amount of damage there. I'm reasonably happy with that. Got a few of these pieces now. We're looking, as I say, if we've got the 3 bombs, we've got a bomb here, we've done 2, and if we face with a wedge, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So anything else could be free bait round here. I still no, I wonder if that's his spy round there. I think what I may do then is start a bit of a charge down here with my marshal, because what I could do is I could then start. I mean, it's a little bit of a risk, but I know this one's a major for a start. So, and then we've got his marshal round here now. So let me see. Let me think here now. Yeah, I don't want to go charging in. I'm going to go ahead with this lieutenant with me. So now you see they're getting a little bit scared here, because I got a feeling he's got his spy around here covering this, and this is getting interesting. So I would suggest that we have got a situation here where he's got a wedge somewhere here. Now it's going to be one of these two, isn't it? It's going to be 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. So all right, well, okay. But what that would mean is all of this could be free reign here. So let me. Now this one hasn't moved as well though. So let me just double check this. Let me just double check this. Okay, so that's a bomb as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 more bombs somewhere in place. Alright, so now I can go ahead with this. Take this. This could be a major, and we've got a major right behind him. There's no way this is the spy. Okay, so now, yeah, you see, now he's going to start going round that way. So that's okay. He's all bombed in down there. If he wants to go in, I mean, what I may do now then is just start coming down here, because I've got a feeling that this is going to be the spy over here, and he may now find himself, yeah, he's now found himself in that has worked a treat for us down there, because that set of bombs has left him a bit stranded. So then what I can do then is I can just look to come this side, and I've got a feeling this is the spy here, and I think we've got a major down here. So that's his, I think this is his last major here. Now I could do with getting a minor up there and round. We know his marshal's here. As I say, I've got a feeling that this is a spy now, because it was been hanging around with the general for a long while. So let me see now. So what we have found is a bomb here and a bomb here. We've got 2 more bombs already in the bank, so that's the 4. So so it looks as though well, there's no way his flag can be bombed properly wedged in with a set of 3. So what's he got here? I wonder if he's got 2 bombs there, just here. But I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in with a scout then down this back line row and see. I'm going to need to be a bit cautious. He's got a load of captains, so anything that starts moving. This one has moved, I'm pretty sure. But I've got a fair amount of scouts in place to do some work for me. I may put a bit of pressure up here on this spy now with this last miner, see what it's going to do. If I can sort of press it back, I may be able to pin, I think this is his last major here, so I may be able to pin that in, and if I can get that out of the way, then that will help me a lot with my last major to go in on the captains. You know, I can look to kind of flank him with the marshal and the major. But I've got a feeling here, guys, that this guy's now running out his buffer. Now he's blown himself up on that bomb. I think he realises that things are not looking great for him. So we had a bit of a, he's taken his time a lot, but I'm really over the moon if this has turned out this way, that I've got a victory here, because let's face it guys, you saw how that came out. You know, it was a lot of situations there where I was like struggling to get any sort of formation in place, but I reckon I did really well there. You know, the moment I realised that I had to make a breakthrough up this way, you know, it was a desperate situation to get that miner up there, get some space up here, and then, you know, it worked out right for us because we found out these bombs. Yeah, here we go guys. That's brilliant. I'm really happy with that one. So I've lost track of what vid that is of the day. Yeah, I think we're 3-1 for the day now then. So that was the 4th video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm quite enjoying these ones because they do put me on the spot, challenge me, and I'm getting a result here and there. So please like, comment and subscribe guys. Let me know your thoughts, what you thought about that, and give it a thumbs up if you like the fact that I was able to win that game out of a fill the blanks. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.